So I was watching more Cyberpunk footage recently and thought about how well CD Projekt Red has integrated the first-person perspective into its game. I mean, you are playing within a cyberpunk world after all. And of course the main character has to be souped up with screens and digital displays that appear within V's field of vision that work seamlessly within a first-person perspective. For instance, when you're talking with someone over the phone in Cyberpunk, they'll have that character's portrait on the screen in the upper left, pretty much like a FaceTime. But because this is a cyberpunk world, V, the character we're playing as, would technically be seeing that as well. This is next level immersion right here, and I think the cyberpunk aesthetic complements a first-person perspective extremely well. Imagine if that same FaceTime was in third person. That would take me straight out of the game. I'm playing as a character here. The things I'm seeing should be the things that the main character sees as well. I know a lot of people don't like that there's no third-person option here, especially when the devs made The Witcher 3 entirely in third person, but guys, trust me, it's gonna be awesome. Think about it. Do you guys really want to play a shooter in third person? Now I know there are people that prefer third-person shooters, and I think they have their place when it comes to shooting games. Just look at Gears of War or pretty much any shooter that has a cover system. But when it comes to being in a cyberpunk world with technologically advanced guns, I'm first person all the way. One big con about this first person perspective though is the character customization. In Cyberpunk 2077, you can customize the crap out of your player character using a deep customization system. There's over 250 options to choose from, and if you can barely even see your character while playing the game, then I have to ask, what's the point of all this customization? I think this just has to be chalked up to the amount of time this game has been in development. I think there could have been more of a focus on the third-person perspective before CD Projekt Red decided to make a 100% commitment to going first-person, and some features that were added that were more important in a third-person view now fade into the background with the transition. Now, whether you think this was a worthy trade-off or not is personal preference. In my opinion, I think this allows for them to go above and beyond when it comes to immersing me within Night City. I mean, I am playing a character. I don't care to customize them with all these worthless bits and baubles. Just give me an amazing experience from start to finish. And the devs clearly recognize that. Here's one scenario they described that I thought was super interesting. Here we go. You guys ready for this? Alright, I quote, "Because it's in first person, what I love is you get that stuff peripherally. You could be crossing to go down the street to get something and hear somebody say something like, 'behind you,' and you have to turn and figure out who said it in a crowd and where." Alright, like, are you freaking serious? Somebody tell me how that would work from a third-person perspective. I'm waiting. I don't know, to me, that feels like such a unique and creative way to use the field of view that a first-person perspective allows for, and the possibilities are literally endless with a team of developers as creative as CD Projekt Red. Even from a gameplay perspective, a first-person view can allow for so much more. If you're in third person, there's a lot more you're able to recognize about the environment, because you're at such an advantageous view and you can see 360 degrees all around you. Meanwhile, in first person, you can only see what's directly in front of you. Again, the devs state it best, saying, "You stop doing your gameplay on a strategic level. You have to do it on a tactical, immediate level, because you don't know everything." When you're in third person, you can look and see the entire battlefield, so to speak. When I'm in first person, I'm in it. Stuff that happens around me is coming to me at the speed it would naturally. Honestly, I'm just impressed the devs were able to transition from making games exclusively in third person to now making their game entirely in first person. That had to be a jarring transition. And on top of that, it's one of the most anticipated games of all time, and this is their first person game. I don't know about you guys, but I'm clapping it up. Good job, well, maybe I should wait till the game comes out, but. The developers have also confirmed that the team has made the decision to go 100% first person. The most third person gameplay you're gonna get here is when V is driving a car, as well as some third-person cutscenes in the game. Take it from the devs themselves. I quote, "Players will still be able to see their characters in the inventory screen, during driving sequences, in mirrors, and very occasionally, in some of the cutscenes." Well, there's only another month or so before we find out whether the wait was worth it. So make sure to subscribe to see my impressions of Cyberpunk when the game comes out. I'll probably be streaming the game here on YouTube as well, so there's another reason for you guys to subscribe if you didn't have enough of one already. Come on, guys. Regardless, I hope you guys enjoyed my take on why the first-person perspective will truly be the definitive experience for Cyberpunk. Make sure to like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you disliked it, and let me know down in the comments below what you all think about Cyberpunk being exclusively first-person.